there, my name is Caitlin. I am from grassfedgirl.com. I am a holistic nutrition consultant. For the past couple years, I've been doing a carnivore diet to heal from my chronic Hashimoto's thyroid disease, and it's been going really well. So I make videos on that topic and about how to detox your lifestyle and things like that. So I'm a work from home mom, and it really helps me if you share these videos and give it a thumbs up and leave a comment down below of what you eat on a carnivore diet, because that's our topic today. We're going to talk about what can I eat on a carnivore diet. I get this question all the time, and it's really easy and simple, so don't overcomplicate it. We're going to go through the 7 or 8 categories that you can eat on a carnivore diet. So stay tuned to the end to see everything that you can eat on a carnivore diet. So first thing is, of course, meat. You can eat any kind of meat or fish or anything that comes from an animal. This is some bison I got at my local Kroger, and this is on sale, so great. So bison, beef, lamb, this is salmon, wild salmon from the grocery store. So you can eat any kind of meat. It doesn't matter what it is. I mean, if you're into hunting, you can eat deer, or if you like crazy stuff like frogs and rabbits, go ahead. Anything that comes from an animal you can eat. Of course, you could eat insects if you wanted to. Knock yourself out. The sky's the limit. You can eat any kind of seafood, fish, of course, and any kind of cow, pig, lamb, goat, you name it. So if it comes from that, you can eat it. So the next thing is dairy. A lot of people ask about dairy. Now I will say you can eat any dairy, but a lot of people have a dairy sensitivity, so it's going to cause inflammation and bloating. So I would be careful. You can eat butter. This is Kerrygold butter, very popular with carnivores. There's also any kind of cheese you can eat. Party cheese that my husband likes. I really don't do well with dairy, so I often eat ghee. I have whole videos about dairy and my experiments with dairy, experiments with goat cheese. Some people do better with goat cheese because it has A2 milk. It's from A2 cows, and those are less problematic for a lot of people. And then also raw milk. A lot of people can eat raw milk and they don't have as much of a sensitivity to that or a reaction. So, you just have to experiment with dairy. A lot of people tend to gain weight when they eat dairy. So you just have to approach it with caution. So that's what I think about dairy, and check out my other videos on dairy. A lot of people ask about coffee. This is a coffee that I've been drinking lately. I always drink decaf because I have had a lot of problems with my adrenals and my thyroid, and so I can't handle a lot of caffeine. So I always drink decaf, but it doesn't really matter. You can drink coffee. We're not looking for perfection. If you don't want to, throw the baby out with the bathwater, you can have coffee and you will still have great results on the carnivore diet. So you don't want to say, well, I can't do carnivore because I don't want to give up coffee. Well, just have your coffee and you will still get great benefits. So many people on carnivore drink their coffee. You can also eliminate it for a little while, see if it makes any difference, but I don't think that it's a deal breaker. So definitely drink your coffee if you enjoy it. And I have other videos on carnivore coffee, ways to make your coffee experience more carnivore friendly. Just look up, you can Google carnivore coffee, grass-fed girl, and you can find my videos on that. A lot of people ask about collagen and gelatin. You can definitely eat collagen and gelatin because they're made from hides or from hooves of animals, usually pigs or cows. So they come from animals and they're just food. So don't overthink this. It is just a type of food. So you can eat this for sure. Along those same lines is bone broth. So bone broth, this has been in my freezer. You can get bone broth from the store, or you can make it because it's made from bones. So it's made from animals. So you can eat it. Yay! And this is a great way to heal your gut while you're doing carnivore. You can eat a lot of bone broth. It has collagen and gelatin and a lot of other amino acids that will be gut healing. The next thing we're going to talk about is condiments. A lot of people ask about condiments. The main thing with condiments is to watch out for sugars and added ingredients that may be preservatives, thickeners, things made of plants. Just get as simple as possible. This one only has spices and like turmeric, and it has vinegar. I wanted to have mustard when I started carnivore, and it really didn't make much of a difference. I have gone without it. I have had it in my diet and gone without it. So either way, it didn't really make a difference. You might want to eliminate nightshades that are common in ketchup and mustard and things like that. So that's another video, and just keep that in mind if you are suffering a lot with autoimmune conditions. Along those same lines are spices. So spices such as cumin, garlic, paprika, those all are plants. They have seeds and they have anti-nutrients in them. So, some people are going to react to them and some people won't really have any reaction. So you just kind of have to test it out. If you are going to allow those in your diet, it's up to you. But, I wouldn't, if you like a little bit of spice, most people can tolerate a little bit. But I would avoid spice mixes, because spice mixes are going to have added ingredients like sugar and corn and soy and things like that. So be careful with spice mixes. Just use singular spices if you're going to. And the same thing with the autoimmune component. Nightshades can still be an issue, so keep that in mind. If you might be reacting to nightshades, can affect people that have arthritis or joint problems, things like that. Another big topic is beverages. So I think that it's fine to have some sparkling water, things like that. This does have a little bit of flavor added to it, but it has no sugar. So for me, this was very helpful in getting off of sweeteners and things like that. So I think this is fine to have on a carnivore diet, but just avoid, and you can have, of course, any kind of water. You can have bone broth, of course. You can have coffee, and just be careful. You don't want to drink so much water that you wash away all your electrolytes. And so that takes us to our next item, salt and electrolytes. So I take these electrolytes, and they're really helpful because they have a mixture of all the potassium and sodium and magnesium that you need for staying hydrated on a carnivore diet. When you reduce your carbohydrates to 0, you release a lot of water and you will be feeling very thirsty. And so you want to replenish with this. Then this helps you hold on to your electrolytes and puts them back in your body. So this is my favorite. You can get a discount with my code GrassFedGirl, and I have a link down in the description box. This is from the salt caves in Utah, so there's no plastic contamination, and I love this brand. They have flavored and unflavored. This month I'm doing the unflavored because I have been doing a challenge with some people on Instagram, so this is my favorite. And then when it comes to salt, you want to use a really good sea salt. This one is okay. Redmond is the best, but I don't have any of that right now. So anyway, you can get something like this, a sea salt, at your local grocery, and you can even put a little bit in your hand, and just whenever you're feeling a little bit faint or tired on a carnivore diet, and you're set for a few more hours. So it's very important to keep up with your electrolytes when you're doing 0 carbs, because it can really make you feel bad, and can also affect your appetite. If you're dehydrated, you're going to feel more hungry, and then you're going to eat more, and so you're not going to hit your goals on a carnivore diet. All right, so in summing up, what can you eat on a carnivore diet? You can eat any kind of meat you want. You can have dairy, but I would avoid that if you have weight loss goals. You can have broth, gelatin. You can have coffee if you want to. You can have some limited condiments without sugar. You can have beverages such as water and coffee and tea, and things without sugar, things without sweeteners. Also bone broth, of course. And then some spices, I would keep it as simple as possible. Eventually, most people end up not needing a lot of spices. I pretty much only use salt on all my food. So those are the main categories of what you can eat on a carnivore diet, and I hope that's been helpful. And please let me know what you would add, or if I forgot something, down in the comments. And make sure to get my carnivore diet ebook. I wrote a 182-page ebook about getting started on the carnivore diet. I'll put an image right here. And it has been very helpful for so many people. I've sold probably 1,000 copies now, and I really appreciate everyone who has bought it, and it helps keep my channel active and gets me going. So thanks so much. We will see you next time. Please share, like, and subscribe. Bye-bye.